Hey, sweetie. Okay, so let's do your reading. And let's see what's going on with this situation for you. Okay, so today it just, as I was getting ready to do this for you, I was thinking, well, let me see. Maybe since they're both Virgo, I can just, look up their, just look into their chart more. Maybe I can do them as a, maybe one's an Aquarius, the other one's a Capricorn, break it down like that. Maybe there's some difference. No. And you're both Gemini, rising and moon. Yo, sweetheart, whatever this is, just cool your heels. You ain't going nowhere, and neither is he. Okay. I had to laugh. I was like, what is going on? Oh my God. Poor both of you. I'm going to try to make you laugh. This is so intense. Oh my God. I don't know how you do it, and I don't know how he does it. Come on now. You're not a really, fun day at the beach yourself, right? Come on. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. And I'm telling you, I was like, wait a minute. This is crazy. So we're going to do we're going to do the regular love reading like we normally do. And then I think we'll see. I'm definitely going to use the journey of love for you guys. And I went digging deep into the Linda Goodman Sun Signs book, which is lovely. And I don't know if you've ever read it or if you have one available, but I'm going to read you. Hopefully, I don't get killed for copyright, infringement, but I'm giving her all of the credit for this passage that I just read that I've got to share with you in case you haven't read it. Okay, it was hilarious, and I had to laugh because this book was written a long time ago, but she's it's just beautiful, the prose, and she breaks down each one of the zodiac signs, male and female, in relationships. And so it could be Sagittarius man and Libra woman, and then a Libra man and a Sagittarius woman. It's like whatever the configurations are, heterosexual configurations. This was written back in the early 60s, I believe it was. So it's a beautiful, beautiful book. Beautiful book. I'm gonna finish. Okay. Okay, so got the first 10 cards here, and it looks very good. First card you got, calling your soulmate, calling in your soulmate. Your prayers and affirmations help bring you together. Unrequited love. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And children. Your life is being affected by children. This is either him or you, or what Spirit wants to tell you that you need to know about the situation, or all three. First card, heart-to-heart conversations. Openly discuss your feelings with each other. That fell right under calling in your soulmate. So I think that it's saying that you've been working, that maybe you have had those conversations. I believe that you said that you have had those conversations, that you are having those conversations. And sometimes they get heavy, but that's the whole idea. Darling, it sounds to me like you're on a twin flame journey and you're in union and you're being tested. So what you need to figure out is find out what it is that's going on around you that is a lesson about this relationship. If you're so not sure about this thing, why are you continuing to invest in homes and finance and entangle more financial entanglements with him? This is what Spirit told me to, as soon as I sat down to start. And I was reading over the stuff and watching the previous video that we did. Like, why? If this was something that was concerning you, and it is, then why keep putting yourself in deeper? Just thinking, just a thought. This is your true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. And what's happening is maybe you're not familiar with the twin flame journey, and don't feel any old way, because I really wasn't either until I really started doing these readings on air. I mean, I always heard the word. I knew about soulmate, definitely. But this is something totally different. And it's like that because you're coming into this part of the spiritual part of your journey. And you may be further along than he is. He may be waiting for you to catch up. I don't know, because I'm only dealing with you. But you might be at the same level. But right now, your job is to work through the issues that you have that are making you anxious, uncomfortable, questioning, and doubting. You're a twin flame in union, dear. That's what I'm getting, right? That's all I've been getting since I started to sit down to do this, is that you too are twin flames in union, and this, gosh, what's going on with you and him is a lesson for those who haven't gotten to the union part yet, so that they can see what it's like, that it's not all honey and roses, that there's still going to be lurkers, Jezebels running around. He's still a man, and he still may be tempted, and there may come a time when you might get tempted too. But the only thing that we can control is ourselves and our thoughts. That's all. You can pray for him, and you can do rituals and the whole 9 yards. And I found this book that I didn't even remember I had. I found this book yesterday, and I thought about you when I was looking in it, and I hadn't even seen. I don't think I'd seen your email yet. But I was like, okay, this is some stuff I could share. Information. My thing is, this is how I feel about that kind of stuff. Or at least I did. Yeah, I feel like, well, it wouldn't actually be like you're trying to get a man, because he already is your husband. So this is just trying to solidify, let's say, your relationship. Okay, I can go with that. But at the same time, maybe it's about you learning different modalities of spirituality yourself. Maybe you are supposed to know about these different type of things for the work that you have to do. So maybe that's why the situation is making you feel the way it does, because maybe if it didn't, you wouldn't be getting about your work like that. You wouldn't be adding this into your repertoire of things that you know how to do spiritually. So let's try to look on the bright side, or, you know, also known as, what is the lesson? Wait a minute. Why am I doing this? I haven't finished with this. The next card was give your relationship a chance. I guess I'm getting ahead of myself. Give your relationship a chance. And that fell right underneath trust. And let go of control issues. Fell under very soon. And chemistry. This fell underneath this, children and chemistry, and that's when I said yes, aha. This is what's going on here. This is a twin flame. That was my confirmation. I don't know what somebody else was seeing that, but that and that together. Give your relationship a chance, calling in your soulmate. True love and unrequited love, yes, stop. This is part of your twin flame journey. You are twin flames in union, and you're just going through one of your lessons. Now, he might need to find out what his lesson is, but he will have to be led that way, you know. Maybe he'll go somewhere and have somebody give him a reading, you know. Maybe he's watching too. You know, I doubt that, but I'm saying, you know, unless you've given it to him to watch. But there are thousands of people he could be consulting with, or maybe he doesn't do that because maybe he's confident in his path. Maybe he's good. Maybe he knows that this is part of his journey. That's why he's still there with you. Or maybe he doesn't know. He could be a runner. I don't know what led up to you and him getting together, but oh my goodness. This is nothing. That is all it is. And I think what it is, the Spirit is telling me to tell you that the reason that you're going through this is not just for the lessons for the two of you. It's the lessons for the rest of us. So we know what to expect. I mean, this is extreme. You all, but because it's this twin flame thing, there may be a lot of people that have that overlapping astrological energies. You know, like maybe they're both fire signs. They have different sun signs, but they could have like a Leo rising sign, and the other person, the female could have Leo rising sign, and the guy could have Leo in their Venus. You know, something like that. Which is what I was hoping for when I went to look at your natal charts, but no such luck. Anyway, everything. You both have Virgo as your Venus, and so that's when I looked at the book and I said, that's all. So I'm going to read that to you at the end. Please remind me. And if for some reason I do it without, I send you this video without that, let me know, and I will read it to you. Well, let me tell you now, just in case of anything. And that's this way I'll give Linda Goodman all of her props. This is published by Harper Perennial. Now this cover was designed in 1999, but I believe this book took her, I think they said 6 years to put together. 1978 was the first time this book was published. 1978. And it was published by Harper and Row. And then it was published again by Fawcett Columbine Books in 1980. But I believe I had read somewhere that she had started this book in the forward. I mean, look, this is like a Bible. Come on. So it's just beautiful. Just beautiful. Yeah, the forward is talked about metaphysics and why it took so long to write this book. It's just lovely. Totally lovely. But Virgo, oh, this is it. Okay, the ISBN number 006 0-096896-6. That's their ISBN number. And it was, whenever I bought it, this was a long time ago, it was $18 US and $27.50 Canada. Right? But it's Linda Goodman Sun Signs. I'm going to hold it like this. Maybe there's some information that you can get that I didn't give you just then. And I'll give you the back of it also. And I love this book. I love this book. I love this book. I love this book. There's another book like this too. Love Answers, I think it's called. Wonderful. But those books take a lot of work to write, you know? Anyway, so let's get back here. Let go of control issues. I think we spoke of that. Now, let's see what we can get from the mermaids and dolphins. And this is by Doreen Virtue, as are the Romance Angel Oracle cards. When you go looking for stuff, that's when you find it, you know. Have faith. Your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance. You did your work already. You got to keep positive thoughts about the works already that has already been done. You put out some positive energy, and you said that you have been seeing results. So why are you torturing yourself? Oh, sorry. I know why. I'll tell you when I read that. You'll figure it out. Stop. Give your brain a break. If you're worried about closing or investing or whatever else you have to do, you shouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have. If I had those kind of misgivings about a relationship, husband, brother, co-worker, no. But you don't doubt that the two of you are going to be together. You don't. You trust this. You have faith in this. Are you bored? Playtime. Maybe, yeah, lighten up. The dolphins know the importance of playing, as joy creates miracles and manifestations. And I'm not trying to be harsh, sweetie. I really, really am not. And I could take your money for readings anytime. But I'm saying that it's going to be all right. Any way it goes, it's going to be fine. But I'm telling you based on what I was you know, and during this time that you and I have gotten to know each other, I've been reading some, you know, more about the twin flame journey and watching more videos and reading more articles and stuff and seeing how this is going and being more open to spirit and getting the answers from spirit about this thing. And you, I think, are where a lot of people wish that they were. There are people out here in separation. There are people who don't even know who their other flame is, who the other part of the whole is. But you have that. And it's not good enough. You know how many people out here would trade their mothers to be in union with their twin flame? Just joking. I'm just joking. But I'm saying, come on. You think burning a candle 9 times is a lot? People are out here killing chickens or something, I'm sure. You know, come on, baby. You have this. You have the love that others seek. Look at the bottom of this deck. Dream big. This card, make a wish. This is a magical moment. Make a wish and enjoy its manifestation. Baby, relax. Next card, New Dawn. Stop. You got this. The next, Alchemy. Come on, baby. Honey, 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 honey. Stop. Give your relationship a chance. You have so many gifts, and you have so much access to so much information and power and stuff. I would, like I said when I wrote you back, I would love to find out what about this Reiki stuff. Maybe it could help me with my MS, you know, and help me with my work. But, you know, I'll work on that. I'm just getting around to it. I have it in my mind to do, and it'll get done. But you have that. You have that. So maybe this is all to teach you about this stuff and burning candles and all that other good stuff. So we're going to, let's see. I'll see if I get a card for you from Conscious Spirit. Heart chakra. 17 is number 8. This is a divine relationship, darling. Number 8. Forever. Forever. My candle over there just started crackling and hissing. You're a lucky girl. And he's a lucky guy. And maybe you need to remind him of that. Have y'all gone on vacation lately? I don't know. That's coming up a lot for everybody. Take a vacation together or something. Can you afford to with all that you're doing, moving and buying and closing and all this other stuff? Child. Or you go to a spa. Or you probably won't want to do that because then you'll be alone, right? And then you'll be thinking that he's off doing something. Why don't you ask him if he'd like to schedule a vacation for the two? Look at this. Number 6, love. Man. Oh, my God. I can't. I said it. Thank you. Thank you. I always associate Gemini with the color blue for some reason. And it's all over this. Blue. Blue. Man. Playtime. Big dreams. Alchemy. Have faith. Love. You all have Gemini rising and a Gemini moon. You're both Virgos. It's 20 years age difference. 2. And 2 and 6 is 8. Is infinity. It's divinity. Baby, 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 baby. Okay. But don't worry, I love you. Let's... For you, just for you, I've been having these cards out since the beginning of January. I've had them for a while. And I took them off of the altar after they'd been sitting there for months. And I brought them, and I said, oh, I'll start them for the new year. I never got around to it. And then this month, I said, well, maybe I would work it in. But I wanted to do like a on the air unboxing. But today, I'm going to open these cards. They're called the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. Okay? And so you, my darling, are going to be the first. See? The seal is still on them. So they haven't been touched by human hands before. All right? And this is by Doreen Virtue, of course. And 44 cards. Goddess Guidance Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. So we're going to use those for this special reading for you, hon. Okay. So they're gilded on the sides. Beautiful. So maybe they'll last a little bit. Let's see what happens. Oh, did I see if they have any of those crazy things? Some of these cards have like a dummy card in it, you know, some of these decks. So, and these are brand new, so they're sticking. Okay, so we'll talk while I do this. So anyway, look at these are the backs of the cards. Gorgeousness, right? And each of them have a different goddess. I'm sure you've seen these before. I never used them before, and I don't think I've actually seen anyone use them. And maybe they have, but I haven't seen it. Or maybe I can't tell from the distance between my eyes and the screen. But I think I've heard of... See, as soon as I said that, no, I haven't. I was going to say, I think I've heard of everyone, but I haven't. But I have been learning more and more this past year about female goddess energies. And it's good. All of this, this is part of your spiritual journey for you and for I. And it's part of your spiritual growth. Getting more in touch with nature and with our feminine selves. History. The thing that makes us all unique, but the same. And learning not to feel so under attack when things don't go our way, or anxious. I hope I'm more plugged up. Am I? Yes. Thank you, God. That would have been a disaster. That would have been a disaster, in case I didn't say that loud enough. Not for you. But I've been messing up with this microphone business. And this is, what's so funny is my mother always said how loud I am all the time. I'm sure she could not understand everybody saying they can't hear me without this microphone. I know she would be like, what? Not that loud mouth. That's what she called me. Whatever. I had something to say. You taught me to talk. So anyway, these are for you. First time. So let's see what the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards, Spirit, please. Can we get some guidance for my client? She really wants to have some some guidance and some peace of mind about a relationship. Rhiannon, sorceress. I hope I pronounced that right, because I know I have been trying to pronounce that name since Fleetwood Mac, okay, Stevie Nicks. So I know that this is that. Sorceress, you are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. Nematoma, sacred space. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. Unaga, easy does it. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. Now, I'm going to read the book because I have no idea, and because, of course, why not? Why wouldn't I? I appreciate your faith in my spirits, my ego. I really do. Thank you so much for your confidence in me. Okay, let's do this. I'll pull this here. Bring this up closer. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Rhiannon, right? Is that the one that says, now here we go again, you say you want your freedom. Now who am I to bring you down? Is that the song? Is that the title of that song? I don't know. I love Stevie Nicks, so. Yes, I think that was it. Oh my goodness. That took me somewhere. Okay, message from Rhiannon. A large part of my power stems from my connection to animals and nature. If you've been indoors too long, you can recapture your personal power by simply stepping outside. This simple motion will do you a world of good in reawakening your sleeping, magical, spiritual nature. Allow the light of the sun, the moon, and the stars to stir ancient memories that may be dormant. Recall the times of your magical abilities, and then put them to use immediately for the good of the entire planet. Take up your spiritual arms and move with swift speed into the night, awakening one and all to do the magic that is life itself. There's a mission that must be accomplished, and you're the one who can help us with it. Now, these are different meanings of this card. Have absolute faith that your dream is manifested. Make a clear decision. Didn't we say that? Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Make a clear decision. Put your energy into manifesting your dreams. Dreams. Ooh. That ain't got nothing to do with you. That's me and size of the spread in my desk. I found this paperweight. Didn't find it. I bought this paperweight a couple months ago from actually it's from the White House. They were, having like a fire sale of all Barack Obama souvenirs. So it's a paperweight, but it's like, I hope this doesn't bother you, but it's got the presidential seal on the front. And I realized just today that it would be tall enough to do what I wanted it to do and be able to hold the cards down because it's a paperweight. So, you got something new there? You got something new here? Okay, put your energy into manifesting your dreams. Know that you deserve to receive good. When you win, others win also. Keep your thoughts focused on your desire and away from fear. This is a lunar Welsh goddess, Rhiannon. Oh, they give you pronunciation. Very nice. This lunar Welsh goddess name means great queen, as she serves important functions, including being the muse of inspiration for poets, artists, and royalty. She lovingly carries souls from earth to the afterlife plane upon her trusty white horse, helping them to adjust to the transition of life after death. A shapeshifter, Rhiannon can appear to you as an animal, a bird, or a song. Call upon her to help with manifestations, spirit communications, transitions, or artistic inspiration. Well, didn't we all just learn something just then? That's Stevie Nicks. She's just on top of stuff. Anyway. No. Let me finish. You got two more. I want to pull another sister out of this deck for you. Nemitona, Sacred Space. Okay. So. Okay, so Nemitona. Focus on her right now. I'm going to have to play that song when I'm finished. I can't play it on this because... Anyway, YouTube, please. The message from Nemitona. Your sacred space is within you now. By creating an altar or visiting a sacred site, you connect with the symbols and energy that have been infused with meaning and prayer over the centuries. Don't take these symbols lightly, for they're powerful indeed. When you connect with sacred symbols, You help your inner sanctity, yes, sanctity, find a home in the outer world. When you connect with sacred symbols, you help your inner sanctity find a home in the outer world. You also tap into the ancient wisdom and spiritual grace of the old ways. Explore spirituality through sacred symbols and sights, and allow your soul to joyfully meander among the various ways available to you to unite with the divine. It's not a matter of how you connect, but that you do so frequently. Now, various meanings of this card. Build an altar in your home. Take a spiritually oriented trip. You need a quiet space of refuge and retreat for yourself. Create a medicine circle or labyrinth. Walk the labyrinth. Clear the energy in your home with sage, prayer, toning, invoking Archangel Michael, or other space clearing methods. And when I was shuffling these cards, I guess I moved them. Archangel Michael was at the bottom of the deck, and then I shuffled again because I said I was going to pick these others up. Nem Nematona. Okay, pronunciation. Nematona. Nematona's name means sacred groove, a grove, because she protected the ancient Celtic ceremonial sites. Nematona continues to watch over sacred sites, especially those connected with nature. She'll help you build your own sacred space and will assist you with medicine wheel or labyrinth ceremonies. Now, I know that you're plugged in, so I'm sure that you know where the labyrinth is near you. If there isn't one, I'm sure you know how to get to one. And maybe that's calling for you to build a sacred space outside of nature somewhere. I'm envisioning like maybe instead of buying condos and such, maybe you all need to buy a little cabin up in the woods in the nature. I don't know where you live, but I'm saying if they have woods, nature, maybe you can maybe rent a cabin. Maybe that's the vacation that'll do the both of you some good. Just the two of you together, away from all of the thoughts and visualizations and dreams and all of this. And don't start bugging because they said the woman had dark hair on this one, because she doesn't. To me, she looks like she's blonde in this one. And this lady, the Madonna, she's wearing a cape. Okay, so she's got a unicorn. But we knew that already about Rihanna. Right? We knew that. So that was, we got one more. All right. Well, I guess I didn't think the three would come, but I'm prepared. Okay. Okay, down you go, ma'am. Let's do this here so we get better lighting here. Let's move you girls over here for a second. Let her have her own stage for a moment. Mm-hmm. Let me see the pronunciation before I get started. Una. Una. Okay. Okay. Easy does it. Easy does it. There's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. A message from Una. Nurturing a cause or relationship is a long-term commitment and one that can't be rushed. This level of devotion comes from a place of deep loving and concern. I care what happens to my planet and to my loved ones so much that I'm willing to stick with them through thick and thin. This isn't always easy, but to me, it's the only way to ensure that matters are resolved and healed. I listen to the passionate stirrings of my heart. I reach out and take action to let my loved ones know that I deeply care for them. I take action to spur on my pet causes. Never mind what other people think. You will benefit by carrying through with your priorities. You'll feel so good about yourself if you make time for the relationships and projects that truly count in your heart. Do what's important to you and do it with absolute devotion. But remember that there's no competition for your true life's purpose. So there's no need to hurry or worry or feel that you have to force things to happen. Various meanings of this card. Don't worry about your purpose or your goals. Make no sudden moves. Slow, steady progress is best right now. Ease into your new life instead of rushing into it. Do your new work as a part-time venture to begin with while slowly exiting your old career. So the assumption is already made that you're going to be doing and delving more into spirituality. So they're just saying, take your time, ease out of one thing into another. You're already halfway there, so perfect. So we got this, Una, Rihannan, and Nematona. Wama you want? As my grandma would say, Wama you want? Child, please. All right, but we're going to keep doing a couple more things for you because we love like that. No. 3 is enough on that one. So, let's see. All right, let's do a conscious spirit card. Let's see what they have to say. This is going to be long, I guess. I know you don't mind. I hope it resonates. I hope it makes sense to you. And thank you for your confidence again in me. And I will be sharing this because there's a whole... Virgo is just having a time. Throat chakra. 20. It's a 2 again. I speak my truth and encourage others to speak theirs. Maybe you need to talk and listen some more. I guess it's talking about calling in your soulmate and heart-to-heart conversations. I think that's good. You're just going to have to keep working on this relationship. This is part of the journey. It's talking to one another. Finding out unconditional love. That's what the twin flame journey is about. Thank you, Virgo. Thank you. Unconditional love. Loving him no matter what. I'm not saying for him to be beating you up and that kind of stuff. But I'm talking about things that are about him. You know, his failings. His humanity. The things that make him a man. The things that make him a human being. His faults. Movement meditation. It's about getting out and moving. Dancing. Partying. When's the last time y'all went out dancing? I mean, like real dancing. If that's not against your morals and your religion, or you're physically, you know, as long as you're physically able to do it, I would suggest that you take them dancing, or you make a dance date, or take dance lessons. What about that? Take dance lessons. You can even have somebody come to the house, a guy, come to the house, because we don't want to trigger you at all. But hire a guy to come to the house and teach you guys how to dance if you don't know how to do it already. And if he does, if he is a good dancer and you know how to do that already, then go out and do that. Do some ballroom dancing, something. Turn your attention elsewhere. Not on money and finances and other women and other men and all that crap. Fun. Have some fun. Lighten up. Movement meditation. I celebrate and honor my physical body through dance and movement. You may be belly dancing for him. My girlfriend learned how to do that. Her husband likes that. And I'm sure you do have access to all of that. Pole dancing. Get his attention off of the tarts. The thing about that, the whore Madonna complex that we discussed last time, it is what it is sometimes. Sometimes they want a lady in the streets and a freak in the bed. They write songs about it, dude. I'm saying, men, you gotta learn them too. It takes a while, I know. It takes a while. Because they're simple creatures. And the problem is that we as women, we're thinking on another level that they're not even at that yet. They're already 2 years behind us. Now you have someone who's older than you, so you're at a disadvantage than the rest of us who are dealing with men our own, closer to our own age. But it could be worse. He could be jealous about you. And maybe he is. But maybe you haven't given him a chance. Because you're on him like that, maybe he'd like to return it, because I'm pretty sure the qualities in you that you find endearing in him, he finds those same qualities endearing in you, and the things that make him crazy are the same things that make you crazy about him too. You just, it looks different, but it's probably the same. You are the female and the male energy, and he is the female and the male energy. And sometimes he's going to be more male than female, and sometimes you're going to be more male than female. This is such an opportunity. But that's okay, because the rest of us are going to enjoy watching y'all work this out. That's why we connected. Also, you and I. So that you can... This is another way for you to help the rest of the twins on their journey. So I did that conscious spirit. Let's do the journey of love cards. And then we'll see what happens after that. These are by Alana Fairchild Rasuli and Richard Cohen. So, put these back here. Alrighty. Thank you, Spirit. So, let's see what we can get here. we continue this reading from my client. All right, so for Virgo. This is about her relationship with her husband, her relationship to spirit and the divine. She's looking for answers and direction, and she just wants to be reassured. Ashegun, thank you, Spirit, thank you. Number 22. Loving all that is. Now, you saw me take that out the box. You saw me shuffle it. Ain't nobody did this but Spirit, because this is your message. Oh, my God. 22. Oh, my Lord. Man. Wow. Ashegun. I love Spirit. I really do. I love. Thank you. That's beautiful. The book opened right up to it. Okay. You wise, awakening being. You can love all that is. You can love your tears and your sadness, for they are testaments to your open heart. You can love your numbness and your fatigue, for they show that you have worked hard and are now in need of rest. You can love your energy and passion, even when you are so far ahead of the pack you have to wait a while for everyone else to catch up. Maybe a day, maybe a decade or so. Because you choose not to curb your enthusiasm for anyone. You can love your anger because underneath its fire is a desire for respect. And you can love your peacefulness because within your heart, you really don't care much for fighting sometimes. If there is something that is shaming you, worrying you, challenging you, it's okay to just love it. It will make sense when it needs to. Until then, just love it, even when it hurts. For it's part of your own divine nature awakening. It may just be like a painful cramp happening because it's been curled up for too long. This oracle brings you a sweet message. You are just asked to love. Everything else will take care of itself. A state of being, allowing, receiving, becoming one with all that is. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so, almost an hour. Okay, so, I did want to do a nature spirit card for you too. And then I'm going to read you from Linda Goodman's Love Signs book. And then I think, I don't know if we need a numerology card. Okay. So these are by Denise Lynn. I love this card. Okay. I'll put it there for a second. Just so you can see. Loving all that is. see her arms even making a sign of a heart. Take the good with the bad, the young and the old. Spirit just said say that. You know. My Lord. Wonderful. And I didn't see those pictures that you attached either. I didn't get to pull them up. I'm like, I need a computer. That's what I need. I need a desktop. Cause me and anyway, thank God anyhow for any modality that'll get the messages out. But we have to see what happened, because the computer that I got, it ended up no good. It's burned out, but it was long enough to get me comfortable from being seen in front of the camera. And that's what one of my subscribers said, that the reason that I was, you know, camera shy, and I needed to get comfortable, and the divine fixed it so that I had to become comfortable with it. And so there'll still be days when I'm not going to be looking at the camera. I'm going to find a way to make this back to my hands, because some days I'm not fit to be in anybody's camera or mirror, okay? So, nature spirits. Nature spirits. That's what came out of the nature spirits cards. So that's nature spirits on the front and nature spirits on the back. 2. What am I going to do with you? Okay, so let's look at the book, which should just be right here in front of me, and I'm looking at it, I'm sure. No, I laid it over there. Okay, nature spirits. Okay. This card means that's amazing too. This card means joy. This card means joy, delight, peaks of carefree abandon, living wildly, magically, and free. Be open to the wonders of the universe flooding into your life. Innocence and delight are abounding. Happiness is on its way. Your native spirit wants you to know almost every indigenous culture recounts stories of fairies, often referred to as little people, and nature spirits. Although some of the fairies act in protection of their wild lands and should be treated with care and respect, most often they bring blessings and delights to all in their realm. If this nature spirits card chooses you, then you become a wellspring of joy and magic. Beneath the surface, mystical interventions are occurring in your life. Relax, all is well. Right there. They said it, not me. Right? All is well. Even taking a few moments of stillness in the natural world can help you attune to the world of the little people and nature spirits. If you see a small flash of light or movement of a leaf in a windless day, these are often signs that the wee folk are near. So they mixed the Native American indigenous with the Irish, and that's what we have, right? Brianna, Enemitona. Oh my goodness, man. Unga. And this is the Nature Spirit card that came out of the Nature Spirit Oracle. So they're the same, but they're different. Now, when I see Nature Spirits in the Conscious Spirit Oracle deck, it reminds me of someone who may be drinking too much. And go, oh my goodness. What I did your reading the last time, I yawned a lot of it. Because you take a lot of energy, girl. Okay, Nature Spirits, I did that. Yeah. I'm thinking that that's not the problem here. I don't feel. No. I mean, he may drink, you know, but not like, I don't think it's a problem. Maybe you need to drink, take a drink yourself, you and him. Have a drink together somewhere. Outdoors. Open a beer. Okay, so I think that we have exhausted. I didn't get your numerology card. All right. Let's do that. Right? Oh, yes I did. Yes I did. You got love, 6, done. That's done. I'm not even messing with the angel answer card for you. No. We already know what the answer is. There's nothing. Go on with your closing. Feel comfortable. Always secure your interests. Talk to professionals, lawyers, you know, accountants, marriage counselors, whoever else you do. Don't just go by what you hear the lady on YouTube say, because that's not going to fly. And these readings are for entertainment purposes only. But I hope it makes you feel better. Now, this is from Linda Goodman Sun Signs. Okay? I'm sorry, Linda Goodman's Love Signs. A new approach to the human heart. This was on the New York Times and Newsweek bestsellers back in the day. And I can't read it because it goes from page 573 to 582. Virgo, female, Virgo, male. They're mutable signs and they're negative. This is both of them. Virgo, male and female. Earth, mutable and negative. Ruled by Mercury and also by the planet Vulcan. Symbol, the Virgin. Night forces, feminine. Feminine, negative, mutable forces, times 2. All right, so I'm going to read this, and this is going to get kind of long, but I want you to hear this and know that what you are dealing with is nothing new. The success of a relationship. Matter of fact, where's my water? Let me get that first, because this is going to be a long one. The success of a relationship between a Virgo man and a Virgo woman depends largely on their ability to recognize their own flaws in reflecting mirrors of one another, then correcting them. Oh, I quote, and an equal ability to see their own virtues mirrored in each other's appealing manners, then acknowledge them frankly and proudly. So each of them recognize their own flaws, correct them, and see your own virtues mirrored in each other's appealing manners, and then acknowledge them proudly and frankly. So the same voice that you use to criticize should be the same voice you use to praise. For all Virgos do possess qualities which endear them to others and should endear them to one another as well. Both these lovers are graced with natural courtesy, intelligence, and twinkling humor. Come on in. And indefinable gentleness and purity of spirit shine softly through those clear, steady, beautifully placid eyes. They're both cheerfully willing to listen while the other one talks, and to work while the other one plays without resentment. And in the door walks my Virgo sun. All right, so come on, stop. Virgo couples who love would greatly increase their chances of harmony, compatibility, mutual understanding, and tenderness by comprehending the compulsion between Virgo Martha Mitchell's famous fireside chats with the press. That these were often irritating, misguided, and insulting is undeniable. The same accusation is often made against all Virgo women by Virgo men who love them, and vice versa. Martha's remarks perfectly illustrated the typical Virgo trait of pointing out the glaring, to her, imperfections in whatever person or situation struck her critical fancy at the time. It's important for two Virgos who love one another to meditate to meditate. All right, a most relevant statement once made by Martha after she blithely announced her intention to book some speaking engagements on college campuses because she genuinely wanted to try to communicate with the youth of America, and was told by her horrified friends that she didn't dare face the irate students who would surely pelt her with rotten eggs, if not actually take a shot at her on stage. We'll never know what would have happened. We'll never know what would have actually happened if Martha had succeeded in booking her lectures. Some people found her delightful, other people found her mighty irritating. But we know that was mine. That was my parentheses. So, back quotes. But we do know this much. We know Martha's reaction to the warning, with her clear, bright Virgo eyes mirroring sincerity and a total lack of guile. Her Virgo brow creased with fleeting worry wrinkles. She reacted to the advice by remarking in honest puzzlement, "Well, I swear, I can't see to save my life. Why would the young people of this country should be so angry with me? Why should they think that I'm against them or their ideals? All I've ever done is speak my mind openly about what I believe is right or wrong at the time. And isn't that what they profess to admire and claim the right to do themselves?" Martha Mitchell was fascinating. You can't even really find any YouTube clips about her. She told the truth. When this Nixon thing was going on back in the day, she was spilling her guts, telling everything. Everything. Yes, as a matter of fact, it is precisely. And it's my strong conviction that Martha's vividly revealing Virgo reaction to critical attack from others deserves wider circulation than in this chapter of this book. It illustrates perfectly the sun sign adage that Virgos are compelled to criticize and analyze and speak out, and with Virgo willingness to grant the same analytical and critical freedom to others. But the Virgo talents of discrimination are so refined, these men and women also can see quickly any flaws in the original analysis they made themselves. Then they'll obligingly and courteously change it to fit their new and more careful microscopic examinations. Virgo Martha deserves to be remembered with respect and gratitude by all those who share her sun sign. It would behoove not just virgins, but all of the assorted animals in the astrological zoo to ponder Martha's Vulcan-inspired courage in refusing to be suppressed by threat, in bravely informing us of her roughing up by government hitmen via the diminishing outlets of the still free and critical press. Martha Mitchell told that she had been getting death threats and hit threats from men in Congress because she was speaking out. She told to the press, and the press protected her, and they told the rest of America about it. The press is not the bad guys. The press are not the fake news or any of that. Legitimate press. ABC, NBC, CBS, PBS. Okay, here we go. I just got on the soapbox just then. Sorry. I am not a Virgo at all. Ex-Attorney General John Mitchell was a Virgo too. And so Martha and John's marriage was a 1-1 sun sign pattern vibration like yours. A 1-to-1 sun sign pattern vibration just like yours, Virgo and Virgo. And then your Gemini, 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 Virgo, Virgo. Martha has been forgotten too soon. Her children should be proud of their mother. And if no one else will say it, I'll say so. Frankly, myself, here in the chapter of this book where we're analyzing the relationship between two virgins in an attempt to clarify the image of a troubled but very great Virgo lady of admirable courage who has been so unjustly maligned. Too late to benefit Martha, but not too late to help all Virgo men and women understand each other a little better and to treasure the honest love between them, the same kind of love Virgo Martha and Virgo John once knew and were proud to admit to the world and then lost. Since Virgos are forever searching for definitions, here's a definition of love for them, for you. Love is a visible proof of all men and women's deep, overwhelming need for total acceptance by at least one other person beside their makers, who, by the way, channeled a wise message to Virgos and all of us through the gentle Galilean, Galilean, Jesus, right? Love ye one another, even as I have loved you. Love one another, even as I have loved you. Through the false, unconditional love. Do you know that the Bible says, Holy Scriptures, the Judeo-Christian, well, I guess not, well, the New Testament. I think it's the New Testament. But you can be, no, it's probably in the Old Testament, actually. You can be forgiven 777 times for the same sin. So how many sins do you have left, and how many sins does he have left? Just saying. That clearly means quirks, flaws, mistakes, goofs, errors, sin, eccentricities, and all. All right, Virgos? Go ahead and criticize God and his mate and see how far you get. Now, do please hush up. Stop nitpicking and nagging each other and the rest of us too, won't you? P.S. Even if you don't, we all still love you anyway. Sometimes, Virgo, criticism is both brave and necessary. Signed affectionately, the other 11 sun signs, saints and sinners. Ciao. There's a chapter in the book about you. Go have a drink or smoke a joint or whatever you do to relax. And have a good night with this wonderful, beautiful opportunity that you've been given to have this relationship. Start journaling about it. Or start making videos just like I do. Talk about it, blog about it. Or maybe you and your husband can make one of those twin flame in union videos that they do on YouTube. Talk to him about it. That's a way to make some money. That might perk him up. Saying. It's easy. Do it. This is the time. This is an 11-11 year. What better time? It's going to be okay, honey. It will. I can't promise you because free will is free will and whatever. He may be a runner. But if that is the case, you can't do nothing about it, but love him through it. Release him. He'll have to come back eventually because you're a twin flame. All right? It'll be fun. Thank you so much, all right? And I appreciate your confidence again in me. And I will be showing this and sharing this with the rest of the community because it's critical right now, especially during this Mercury retrograde. Everybody's relationship is going a little haywire, especially Virgos. Oh, my God. I see it in front of me when this kid, he's a man, but still, amazing. So, I'll be talking to you soon. Thank you so much, and I love you, okay? Be well.